56 director credits. Holy shit!
Whoa, what's he done?
He did that Apple Godzilla show.
Okay, cool.
Sea of
Monarch.
Monsters. He directed 9 episodes of. He directed all of WandaVision.
Wow, so
apparently.
I didn't know they all had. I didn't know they even had all one director.
Me neither. He directed an episode of The Greats,
Oh,
an
cool.
episode of Succession, an episode of The Boys,
Actually, I know one of
an
the
episode
directors.
of Billions, and 2 of Game of Thrones,
So he's
and
big in TV.
and 43 of It's Always Sunny.
So he's one of those guys. Okay, he's a TV director.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he directs a lot of TV.
yeah. He directed 5 episodes of You're the Worst.
I don't know, that's an SFX show.
Yeah, I've seen You're the Worst.
Reborn. So episodes of the Fargo show.
Yeah.
He worked on a lot of good TV shows.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Like, he's a pretty decorated TV director.
Yeah. My mom watched this show, The Good Wife. 6 episodes. He directed an episode of Mad Men and New Girl and 5 episodes of House.
This guy's a legend.
Oh, I remember.
He worked on all the big shows.
He directed an episode of Chuck. Remember Chuck and
Oh, yeah.
Weeds?
Zach Levi.
Yeah.
Before you got bulky. That's another guy that looks way better older than he did when he was younger.
Like 3 episodes of Ugly Betty.
Betty
2
classic.
episodes of Everyone Hates Chris.
Classics, yeah. So he's been on for a minute.
6 Feet Under, 1 episode.
Boston Legal.
1 episode. So many of these are just 1 episode.
Yeah, I'm sure you can tell the progression is correct. He started directing an episode here, there.
Yeah. I have not
So
seen
he's primarily a TV director. This is like his first movie.
Honestly, I think it might be. I don't see a listing for a movie on here. They all just say Oh, wait, no. Cut Bank was a movie. This isn't listed as a TV series, so I'm
Okay.
assuming this is a movie. Murder. Yeah, this looks like
Okay,
a
that's
movie
with
to
Billy
me.
Bob Thornton.
Okay. Of curiosities, this ain't good. 6.1. Maybe not.
I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey guys, what's up YouTube world? Welcome back to our channel here at Underdeveloped, and today we got another movie review for you guys for the 37th installment of the MCU. My
Jesus
God,
Christ.
almost 40 films. I've been watching this since I was in 5th grade with the first Iron Man, motherfucker. God damn. So yes, we finally get the MCU's version of the Fantastic Four. We've
about
seen them in
time.
other iterations, in the canceled 90s films. We also saw it in the 2000s
Yeah, 2 movies in the 2000s.
with the guy who I can't pronounce, Ian Rutherford. That's the guy who played Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, Jessica Alba, who pretended to be white.
Yeah. And then, of course,
And then
We had-
Four Stick. Ugh.
Van Forstick. What a movie.
The fuck was that?
Uh,
It started off kind of promising because they did like the Ultimate Fantastic Four, but then we just kind of went the whole second half, the whole third act just goes off the rails. It was like yikes.
yeah. That wasn't good.
Exploded heavily.
What a mess of a movie.
The Fantastic Four First Steps. Not a fan of the title. They should just call it the Fantastic Four. Call it a day.
Yeah.
First Steps is so unnecessary.
It is. Like, it just feels kind of awkward to say, even.
Or call it the Fantastic Four Family. That'd been cool.
Yeah.
Because the movie's really about family, so add a family name actually would have been.
Yeah, I think having a family-based subtitle would have been a lot better, honestly. It fits more with the themes. Like, First Steps implies that this is, like, their first adventure, which it totally fucking isn't.
No.
Because they've been active for, like, years before the movie even starts.
Yeah, just like Superman, active for a few years now.
Yeah.
Even more so established.
Yeah. But at least Superman didn't have a title be like Superman First Steps or Superman The Beginning. Like,
Nope, the Superman.
this is just an objectively misleading title, and I hate it.
Yep. So, Fantastic Four First Steps. I mean, story. Basically, this is years into the game. Fantastic Four, they're like the most important people in the world. You know what I mean? Reed Rich is like the most brilliant man ever. He's creating like crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like things he makes in his fucking movie will make Steve Urkel like it makes Steve Urkel unbuckle in his pants.
Yeah.
Like that's the level he's at. Like in the 60s too, making shit like way past the modern era.
Yeah.
Even the modern era version of MCU. Mm-hmm. I think Tony Stark even made something like that.
Yeah. Honestly, they even kind of rewrite history a bit because they have the Fantastic Four be the first people into space.
Yeah. I kind of like that. If you're going to make them in the 60s, fuck it.
Yeah. Honestly, incorporating them into the space race, cool. America wins that part of the space race, unlike in real life where Russia beat us to space.
Yep. But so they all killing it. Sue Storm, she's outreach, she's, huge deal. Johnny Storm is the bad boy of the group, the hot shot. Mm-hmm. And Ben Grimm is just very likable, real children's hero.
Yeah.
They all have their own sauce, and they come together, and they've been some whole montage of them saving people from like the Mole Man.
Yeah, the Mole Man, which played by Paul Walter
Hauser. Yeah. And fucking what? Like some fucking
it's a lot
squirrel. No, not squirrel. Some kind of
I don't really.
It was a monster that was facing.
There was like some monkey thing.
Yeah, some monkey.
They fight. The montage features a lot of characters that really haven't appeared that much since the '60s, so I don't know a lot of their names, frankly. I remember the Mole Man because he's the first villain the Fantastic Four ever fought in the comics. He's like from Fantastic Four #1. That's the only reason I even remember who he is.
Comic guy. But yeah, I like comics too, but not the depth knowledge as he has. But even so, like, good job. But anyways, yeah. So these guys they've faced a whole bunch of threats at this point. They're fully established that the most important people in the world. They're pretty much the only real protectors of the Earth.
Yeah.
Because no one really could stop them because of their powers,
Yeah.
and their technology and their brains. They're like really established, really high level. No celebrities is bigger than these guys. These guys are it.
Yeah.
They're like the focus of the world.
It really feels like that, which makes sense given all the shit that they can do.
Yeah, because as far as I know, the only real heroes in that world is them.
Yeah.
It's not like a world of heroes like in the typical MCU.
Yeah, and they effective and like Sue Storm makes like a worldwide agreement to disarm all the nukes called the Future Foundation, which is like fucking wild. Imagine if we lived in that timeline. That'd be awesome. No more nukes?
Yeah, they really made the world a better place.
They actually did. It's
but of course, there's still like a bunch of like foreign policies, lot of foreign drama.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one whole government, utopia, but
yeah.
No nukes. Nukes sounds pretty great right about now.
Yeah, it's not some utopia, but it's way better than what's going on now, and they contribute to a lot for the betterment of the Earth.
Yeah, they do.
I'll say, yeah. And Sue's pregnant with Franklin Richards. We know he's a very famous character, powerful beyond words.
Yeah.
And Reed is into overdrive. Trying to test the baby out because their molecular structure has been altered by the cosmic cloud, I guess, and their powers. So he's worried that something something could happen. So he runs a whole bunch of tests, and they're just preparing for the baby, and they eventually tell Johnny and Ben, and they're excited as well. They are all a family. They live in the Baxter together. They have Sunday dinner, and the news come out, and they're happy. Next thing you know, this lady, Silver, looks like an action figure on a surfboard, comes out of nowhere, falls from the sky, with a whole bunch of meteors behind her.
Yeah, very dramatic entrance.
Very dramatic entrance, and it's like, your world has been marked for death. Hold your loved ones close, because Galactus is coming. I herald his beginning. I herald your end. Prepare for his arrival. He is important as the stars. Nothing you really could do.
Yep.
Which they really couldn't. They got lucky. And so Galactus coming. So of course, Fantastic Four decides to utilize a ship that is capable of interstellar space travel, like warp. Like they basically attach the ship to this.
To like a ring around.
Like a ring that can pretty much warp space time around them.
Yeah.
So they can travel kind of like Star Trek starships.
Yeah, and I think Star Wars is probably the better comparison because I know they have rings just like that in Star Wars.
Yeah, we saw that in one of the shows.
I want to say it was Ahsoka had that. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was Ahsoka. Yeah, I think it was Ahsoka. Yeah, but anyways, Yeah, so they travel to deep space to speak to Galactus as he's devouring a planet, and it's like, yo, like we want to negotiate, or we want to pretty much beg you to spare our world. What the fuck? Chill out. You know, we got families here. And Galactus is like, you know what? I'll spare your worlds. Just give me a child. Your child, you don't know it yet.
Baby.
You don't know it yet, but I sense the power cosmic in the child. You know what I mean? And he can carry my burden. He can carry the throne. And success me, so then I can die in peace, because I'm sick of this shit. He's evolved worlds. He's not evil. He's not good. He's just neutral. He's a fucking eater.
He's just hungry as
shit. It's always been his whole deal. He eats because he has to. He doesn't even choose the goddamn planets. He lets fucking Shia LaBeouf do it.
Yeah, he lets his heralds do it.
Yeah, he lets his heralds do it. His herald do it, and he eats. Nothing around to it. It's nothing personal.
Yeah.
This is what I gotta do. I wish they got more into that, to why he needs to do it, more deeper into his origin story, so they can understand him more.
Yeah.
I felt these kind of made him, he's a threat, fuck it. I should have been at least in like the Avengers, like they really, you know what I mean, like Thanos' intentions was really clear, you know what I mean, and we got what drove him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't get what really drives him, like we get details, but not really in depth.
Yeah, honestly, we really just don't get a lot of Galactus in the movie at all.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's here, he's in it, but it's really lackluster. But we'll get more into that. So that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? And they was like, you cannot have my child. Fuck are you talking about? Fuck you. You're not gonna have our world. You're not gonna have our child. And they end up having a brief scuffle, and the Silver Surfer chased them out into the ring, back into the ring. She showed how dope she is because she can travel through warp speed. Still trying to catch the baby and trying to get them, but you know what I mean, they trick her into going into a fucking black hole, and she's trapped there for a while. She fails, and they made himself back to Earth. And in this time on Earth, they decide to build these machines. Forgot the name of them, but basically they're gonna build them across the world, and they're gonna essentially use this machine to pretty much coat the Earth and transport the Earth to a different location, so Galactus can't find it for like millions of years. But that doesn't work because Silver Surfer comes in charge and destroying everything. Yeah, and leads to their final confrontation, inevitably before Galactus comes in. Of course, Johnny falls in love with Silver Surfer because she's a hot space chick. He loves space and he loves women. So interesting. Yeah. He's obviously some guy that runs through women, of course. Always like him.
Yeah, that's some great consistent with the Johnny I remember.
Yeah, so, and I felt Chris Evans really played that well, like a real playboy.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of Chris Evans' shtick before he became Captain America, really.
Yeah, really, yeah. For the first time, he really got changed into, like, this good guy.
Yeah, like, all the movies he was in before that, like...
he was a hot bad boy.
Yeah, like, not another teen movie, Fantastic Four, Scott Pilgrim. He's always an asshole douche jock guy.
So it's really, I'm like, really him? But then he played Captain, he played it great. He's like, oh, wow. He actually was genuine. You know, like, that shows you don't typecast.
Exactly. Like, so actors just have more range than you know.
Yeah, they really do. Brad Pitt, for example. Even Tom Cruise, when he really gets a chance to flex.
Yeah. And I think that pretty much just covers the general idea of the movie.
Essentially, I barely broke down the whole movie, but yeah, essentially, he comes back, and they fight Galactus, and try to get him up out of here.
Yep.
You know... So anyways, that's for first steps. Let's get into what we think.
Honestly, I think this movie is one that you should go into it just watching for the Fantastic Four themselves, because they are just the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
Watching this interact with, like, just not even just each other, but even with just, like, other people. It's just really nice to see.
There is a decent plot. It's just the actual writing the actual events of the movie itself, in terms of the plot, is just weak.
Yeah, it's a little rushed.
But the idea is very rushed. A lot of these movies, especially superhero movies, has been felt like this. Like Superman had a similar problem. Nowhere near as bad as this, though. Superman is still fulfilling. Says a fulfilling storyline enough. You know what I mean? But you also leave with like, oh, more is gonna happen, so it's cool. This is a little different. We don't know what's gonna happen because we know they're gonna be a different reality. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna come back. I hope they do, because it's different storylines that I felt wasn't explored. You know what I mean? A movie could be almost 3 hours long. It could be 2.5. Explore your characters. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Ben Grimm had a whole side plot with Natasha Lyonne. Barely, you know what I mean? Like maybe they could have had something where like during the period that they're building all these things to travel to basically transport the Earth, they use this time as reflection to connect with people. You know what I'm saying? That plays into the whole family thing.
Yeah.
And let these storylines grow. You know, you're not letting these B plots, these storylines really manifest.
Yeah, because
you want to make a full, complete movie with a complete arc that feels fulfilling and hits every beat, and it doesn't though. It's good though. It has good stuff in it, and it's overall interesting, and overall great characters and great character interactions. Just not enough.
Yeah, and honestly, another thing that really makes the pacing super wonky for me is that it just feels fast. It feels faster than Superman does when Superman takes place over a couple of days and Fantastic Four takes place over several months. Yeah. I'm like, that shouldn't feel faster than the movie that took place over a weekend. We should feel that time pass more, and we really just don't. It just kind of like goes through shit, and like honestly, what's here is good. It's just not presented in the best way it possibly could be. Maybe if you had,
it hasn't time to fully flourish.
Yeah, maybe there's an uncut version that's way better.
They need an uncut version desperately.
Yeah, like I would very much like a director's cut of this movie. I'm
See,
very
Hour
curious.
55 is crazy, so we should have been 2030.
Yeah, I've been happy with that, especially since it got. It's like a 2.5 hour movie. That means I got to see more of Ben Grimm, who is probably my favorite part of this movie.
Yeah, Johnny's pretty good too.
Yeah, Johnny's good, but I feel like Ben is especially very refreshing to see because I remember watching the old movies, the 2000s movies, and those are all Ben Grimm feels like he's a monster. Ben Grimm is like
he just got these powers.
Yeah.
So.
And Ben Grimm is like treated like an outcast by society. People are kind of afraid of him. But here it's like, no. People are just have the exact opposite vibe. Like, no, the Thing is cool. And, we like the Thing. We're going to cheer him on. Ben Grimm is a good dude.
That's usually what he is, though. But also, you got to remember, this is an established Fantastic Four.
I know.
Instead of very origin, you know what I mean? So it's of course, he's going to be like, what the hell? I look ugly.
I know, but still, it's just very refreshing to see that when we haven't had that in live action yet.
Yeah. I mean, because they haven't. I mean, more receptive in the second movie. But if they'd allowed to have like 3 or 4 movies, you know what I mean? That would have been the case with the development to that.
Yeah.
So this is the benefit of, not having to do the origin. You kind of could just jump into them as is.
And now we're reaping that benefit of that, which is this very fun Ben Grimm who's like more open with people. It's just very nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, like I like all the Fantastic Four. Honestly, I think Pedro's a pretty solid Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, and Vanessa Kirby, I think she killed it some scenes. Frankly.
Yeah, I know. She definitely showed some dramatic chops. That tells you, like, don't sleep on Superman movies. You could still do a lot with these characters. And show performance. Like, even like in the interview, Robert Downey Jr. was like, some of my best acting came from these MCU movies, but they would never get credit, which is true. Christian Bale, excellent performances come from Batman. On top of many good roles, but also Heath Ledger, his best performance that won him an Oscar was Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. I mean, it really says a lot that Christian Bale is more remembered for Batman than he is for Shakespeare.
He did Shakespeare?
Yeah, he did a movie based on the play that was adapted into that Sandman comic you just read, Midsummer Night's Dream.
Cool. They know that. I know they made that movie.
Yeah, well, they made most Shakespeare's plays in the movies.
Wait, was actual Dream in that, or just?
Well, no, Dream itself wasn't a character. It's about characters who dream.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about literal dreams. That's why Dream is interested in this play about dreams.
Oh, it's actually kind of.
It's very meta.
That they very
yeah.
meta.
And like all the gods appear in that comic are ones who appear in that play. That's why they're
so
around.
Midsummer Dream has gods in it.
Yeah, like it's all about gods and fairies and shit. Like basically, the whole idea of that comic is, what if the shit happened Midsummer Night's Dream was actually real and inspired the play? That's effectively what that story is.
Cool. That seems interesting.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's probably like
I even know he was in the Midsummer Night's Dream. I know he was in. Yeah, I know he's in that. And it's weird because I'm pretty much familiar with a lot of his filmography. Like I know he played Jesus back in the 90s. Which he really does look like that version of Jesus.
Yeah, he kind of looks like white Jesus sometimes, especially when he lets his hair down.
Yeah, for sure. He has the face structure for that. And of course, American Psycho is probably his next biggest role after Batman. Is Batman, American Psycho. It's almost tied for me. But Batman, American Psycho, Love Them in the Big Short. He did other good roles like American Hustle, The Fighter, which she's good in that. Mm-hmm. They get nominated for an Oscar. Actually, no, he won an Oscar for that. Mm-hmm. Supporting. Yeah, he's great. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Also, I'd say I generally liked Julia Garner as Shia LaBeouf, but Shia LaBeouf's a character that...
Wanted more.
Yeah, I just wanted a lot more of her. I don't feel like we really got enough.
Like, honestly, like, I felt Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer did a better job with Silver Surfer in terms of his really feeling for this character.
Because they gave Doug Jones a lot more screen time.
And a lot of emotional beats and connections with the characters. Yeah. Like, I felt she didn't really connect with Johnny. Not really. It is Johnny telling her stuff, and then she's running away.
It felt a little forced like in the end
exactly,
when she came
back.
Yeah.
It felt natural that he connected with Sue. Cause I guess it reminds him of his wife, and then he had a whole emotional moment where he explained his whole world and what Galactus did. Like, you felt the character was a person. You know what I'm saying?
I'm aware that these two Silver Surfers are literally two different characters, but still, I feel like this one wasn't executed as good as what's his face from that Doug Jones played in the first one. I forget the name of the male Silver Surfer.
Execution is weak, dude. Mm-hmm. Execution is real weak, bro.
Yeah. Which, that's probably the only thing I'd give Rise of the Silver Surfer over this one. Probably the only thing, really. Because that movie was just very blah.
Honestly, I liked it, but I still think it's overall the better movie. But Rise of the Silver Surfer has some good moments. Has some really good scenes. Decent in storyline. Hated what they did with Galactus. Gross.
Yeah. I also just really hate Dr. Doom in that movie.
It really gave Silver Surfer time to shine, though.
It did.
Seriously, they come with like a badass in that movie.
Yeah. Like, that's honestly, I think that's like a very underrated character in Doug Jones's like filmography, really.
Sure. Yeah.
He did really good as a surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, I'd say Fantastic Four: The First Steps is probably my favorite Fantastic Four movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm nostalgia for the 2000s one, but I'm like, that still is a very cheesy 2000s era movie that's not fantastic, but it's entertaining. Brad Silver Surfer didn't do a whole lot for me, but it has good stuff in it. Fantastic, fuck that shit.
No. Yeah.
And the 90s one doesn't even exist, so that doesn't count.
Crazy, this is the fourth Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, it is. It's the Fantastic Fourth movie. Yeah. I probably wouldn't go as far as say it's fantastic, but I'd say I'd give this movie like an early 80s, maybe like an 82. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it like an 80. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
For sure. Definitely not better than Superman, but not bad. With every one of the better Phase 4s.
Yeah.
I do think Eternals is pretty much slept on. I think the storyline of Eternals was a lot more well drawn out.
And I think Thunderbolts was shafted in the box office.
Yeah, shafted for sure. But that also ultimately had a similar problem too.
It did. Thunderbolts is also not a perfect movie.
The pacing of movies in this era is just a lot more weaker.
Mm-hmm.
The stories are decent, just the pacing is just not there.
Mm-hmm.
Not there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's still a decent watch. If you're into Fantastic Four, if you're into comic book movies, give this a try. If you're into the MCU, give this a watch.
Absolutely. You know? Like, if you've already seen Superman, want to watch something else, this is a good something else.
For sure.
Yeah. So that being said, make sure you always support movies and local movie theater. Come on. We gotta get those butts in seats, gotta get those tickets. We need this industry to get back on its ass.
Yep.
Yeah. So let us know what you think about Fantastic Four: First Steps down in the comments below. Is this your favorite of the newest phase of Marvel movies? Is there something? Did you like Thunderbolts or something else a little more? Let us know down in the comments below, and be sure to hit the like, subscribe button. We'll catch you next time.
Later, guys.